We're learning new information tonight about two civil lawsuits filed against the city of Plattsburgh in regards to the appointment of Jared Tremblay as the city's police chief after an investigative report into the department still has not been released to the public.
The two plaintiffs say the city is not being transparent with residents and breaking prior agreements. NBC5's Stephen Biddix is live in Plattsburgh this evening with more on this. Stephen, what did you learn today?
Yes, Lauren and Brian. So in the civil suit against Tremblay's appointment, one of the plaintiffs pointing out that there was a prior agreement with the former mayor, Chris Rosenquist, that if he were returned to once again work for the city, he would only be able to be a police lieutenant. So they're questioning, how is he now the police chief?
The citizens of Plattsburgh have the right to know what is in that report.
Two civil suits filed against the city of Plattsburgh, one over an investigative report into the police department.
The findings must be made public. This is not just a transparency issue. It now appears to be a deliberate cover-up.
Plaintiff April Wood says the taxpayer-funded report should be released to the people who paid for it. The mayor's office has recently said he will release the report when he can. The other suit is into the process in which Jared Tremblay was appointed as the new police chief.
Records obtained through the New York State Freedom of Information law show that the mayor did not follow proper legal procedures in making this appointment.
In court documents obtained by NBC5, a memo from former mayor Chris Rosenquist details allegations of misconduct against Tremblay, including using work cars for unrelated activities and submitting timesheets not accurately reflecting his time working on police business. The document goes on to say Tremblay would drive to his home in Peru and all around the city for no police purpose. Tremblay and the former mayor signed a settlement of a 5-day suspension, with Tremblay ultimately opting to retire with no repercussions. The agreement reads, if Tremblay were to return to city work, it could only be as a police lieutenant. Tremblay delivered his resignation letter September 26th. 4 months later, in January, new mayor Wendell Hughes sent a letter to the state saying he requested Tremblay to rejoin the force, and Tremblay agreed. This was what the mayor told us then.
There was accusations. There was never any follow through on those accusations. There was an agreement made, and the agreement was, he retired at the time. And then he didn't like his retirement and he wanted to come back.
In May, Hughes appointed Tremblay to be the next police chief. The plaintiffs feeling this is a breach of the original settlement with Rosenquist.
I don't see how they refute the changing of the report afterwards and how they failed to notify the county that there was a settlement agreement preventing him from being on the list. It's night and day. There's just no question about it.
This raises serious legal and ethical concerns. By withholding key information and altering the agreement right before the vote, the mayor effectively bypassed the original restrictions on Tremblay's reemployment. Throughout the day, we tried to speak with the mayor, the police chief, and even Plattsburgh city attorney, but throughout the day, they either didn't get back to us or told us they did not have comment due to pending litigation, and the two plaintiffs will have their day in court here in mid-July in a few weeks. Live in Plattsburgh this evening, Stephen Biddix, NBC5 News.